There we are. I think we're live.
You're live.
We're live. We're live again. Steboneath open mic.
I'm getting out the way. I'm navigating through Rob's
Equipment.
He's got quite a mighty amount
Of equipment.
of equipment.
I wish. And the dog's come now.
Oh, the dog's come.
The dog's here. You can stay out of it, Luna.
Bye bye. I'm off to have a cup of tea and listen in the other room.
Oh, there we are.
Right, come on, Luna.
Hello there, everyone. That doesn't work, look. Funny that, isn't it? It's lovely to be back for my third spasm at the open mic. I've been told not to talk through that, so I won't talk through that. And for an hour of fun-filled frivolity and other stuff, I'm just going to see if I can get any comments up on here. This went dead, but right, so if I do that, I'll stop it going to sleep. Come on. Right, there we are. Now that shouldn't go to sleep.
Thank you for joining us today. It's lovely to see you all. I hope you're all keeping well. And we've got another great lineup here for you today. We've got some.
I don't know if that's Mike or me. But he's talking, I don't know if that's a recording or what. Okay, that was earlier. Okay, here we go then. We're going to do some, this is a George Harrison number now. And this is a great little song for a bit of sunshine that we've had today. Some messages come up. I've got my old guitar buddy, a great mate of mine, Alan Goodwin, who's come on. It's great to see him and hear from him again. We used to do that song, Here Comes the Sun, as a duo. And of course Alan's voice is a lot better than mine. But anyway, happy days. Also it's nice to welcome my good friend Henny, he's jetted in from Tenerife to listen this afternoon. So nice to see him. And I'm going to carry on now. This is a song by Billy Joe Spears, who I never thought I would ever play in my life before. But it's a funny song because it's called Blanket on the Ground. And we used to do this a lot when I used to play with my wife Sharon in the working men's clubs. And it always struck me as a bit strange because throughout the song, this couple are continually, when the moonlight was up, they were going down to the river and they were loving down by the river. Well, if anyone has ever been down by the river in the moonlight at night, there are three different things that might go against you. There are gnats, there are midges, and there are mosquitoes around, lots of them down by a river. And I can imagine that it's not a very good scenario for a romantic encounter or liaison, to put it mildly. Anyway, this is a song called Blanket on the Ground.
Come on, just trying to get the dog upstairs. Go on.
Just trying to get the dog upstairs because she starts howling when I start singing. So she's been banished upstairs. Right, here we go. This is Blanket. Come and look out through the window. A big old moon is shining down. And don't that just remind you, a blanket on the ground. remember when love first found us. We'd go skipping out of town to that spot down by the river where our true love was found. We'd get the blanket from the bedroom. We'd go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Even though we are married, we can still slip around. So come and love me neath the moonlight, on a blanket on the ground. Do you remember how excited we used to get when love was young? The moon was our best buddy. We couldn't wait for night to come. Now you know you still excite me. I know you love me as I am, but once more I wish you'd love me on a blanket on the ground. We'd get the blanket from the bedroom. Hey, we'd go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Even though we are married, we can still slip around. So once more come on and love me on a blanket on the ground. We'd get the blanket from the bedroom. We'd go walking once again to that spot down by the river where our sweet love first began. Even though we are married, we can still slip around. So come on now and love me on a blanket on the ground. Oh, someone now, come and love me, blanket on the ground. Blanket on the ground. There we go. Oh, what a laugh. Yeah, blanket on the ground. Well, this next song is one that I vowed I'd never play again, because we used to do it in a group called the Merry Craddocks when I lived in Southend-on-Sea, and we played it and played it and played it to death. And then we used to do it when we were out in Tenerife. We used to do it an awful lot. And then when I started up with Alan Godwin, we used to do it again. So we got really overplayed. Now, I haven't listened to this song or played it for a long time. And I played it a couple of weeks ago and I thought, oh, that is a classic song. Elaine's just said these songs bring back memories. Yeah, that's true, they sure do, don't they? Okay, this is Peaceful Easy Feeling by the Eagles. One. Let's have a little drink here. That's a nice old conversation going in here. It's nice to actually see the comments, as long as they're good. No, honestly, I don't mind if they're good or bad, because I'll play anyway. I don't mind if they're good or bad. I just love it. Right, this is my final electric contribution and backing track to the proceedings. And this is a good old classic that goes back even further than the Eagles, to that great innovator of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, who it always used to amuse me that he would never play before he was paid, which is quite a good ethic, I think, in some venues he used to play at. Sadly, he died in 2017, but he was aged 90, so he lived to a nice old age. And his last gig was in fact in 2014, when he was aged 88. So that's quite a feat. If I'm still going at 88, I'm still going at 70 anyway. So this is the Chuck Berry song, Johnny Be Good, which I'm sure you all know. Down in Louisiana next to New Orleans, back in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny Be Good. He never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play the guitar like ringing a bell. Go, go Johnny, go, go, go Johnny, go, go, go Johnny, go, go. Go Johnny, go, go, Johnny Be Good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack and sit beneath a tree by the railroad track. All the engineers would see him sitting in the shade, strumming to the rhythm of the driver's mate. People passing by would stop and say, oh my, but that little country boy can play. Go, go Johnny, go, go. Go Johnny, go, go, go Johnny, go, go, go Johnny, go, go, Johnny Be Good. His mama told him someday you will be a man, and you will be a leader of a big old band. Many people coming from miles around to hear you playing music when the sun go down. Someday your name will be in lights saying Johnny Be Good tonight. Well go, go Johnny, go, go, go Johnny, go, 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 go Johnny, go, go. Go Johnny, go, go, Johnny Be Good. Johnny Be Good. Oh, doesn't that take you back? Right, I'm just going to swap guitars now, so I'll just be a minute or so, just doing a bit of technical stuff, so you can talk amongst yourselves. I will literally be a very short while. Okay, I think we're back on again now. Sorry about that delay. I was just swapping over instruments, and I think we're back in the room, as they say. Okay, right. Oh, it's nice to say that Henrik is having a sofa dance. Well, he's all on his own over in Tenerife at the moment. I feel sorry for him because he lives halfway up a mountain near Mount Teide, if you know that, and he's got a lovely place with thousands of square metres of ground, and he's got vines growing, and it's a lovely place to go and visit. We've been out and stayed with them several times, and he's out there on his own at the moment. He's stuck in Tenerife because of COVID. So he said he'd join us this afternoon, and who knows, he might actually, he's a very good singer, far better singer than me, and he sings quite often in the cabaret bars and does spots there, and he could be persuaded to do a spot here, I think, if you asked him nicely. Anyway, I noticed the internet came and went then. That's because I've stupidly left my internet on. And when an email comes through, it knocks the sound off. So if the sound goes off, that's why. But I haven't got my assistant helping me. She's retired upstairs, so I'm having to do my own thing at the moment. You see all these superstars on stage, don't you? And they're just sitting there, and somebody brings their guitar, and they brings their water, and it must be good to be like that. Anyway, I'm going to now do a song, one of my own songs. I did one of my own songs a couple of weeks ago called Moving On. And I'm going to try and do my songs in the order in which they are written. And this song, I thought it would sound nice with a bit of harmonica on. So I'm going to do it with a bit of harmonica on. And this song goes back to when I was my first year of teaching in Bristol. When I got up one morning and I wasn't feeling very good at all, so I thought I'd go for a walk over on the Downs, which is above the Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol. And it's an absolutely lovely place to go, and it was early in the morning. It was absolutely lovely at the time, and as the sun was coming up, I sort of saw the sun coming up, and I wrote this song called Early Riser because it was very early in the morning that time. I'm just trying to get my tablet's doing something stupid here, which they always do when you want them to do something. Oh, here we are. Sorry, it's my fault. I was doing the wrong thing. Here we go. I do know the words to this, but it's just a little prop in case I forget Okay. This is early riser. Mike taught me all I knew about the harmonica, as you'll see as soon as I start playing. Riser in the morning, greet the sun, his head is swimming, and through the whirlpools of his days, wonder what the world is bringing. The stage is set, the lights are on, get ready for the show. Time for one last song before we go. Time for one last song before we go. The dawn treads softly skyward, slowly waking up the morning. My unguarded thoughts return to you, I should take it as a warning. Explore too far, love and dies like lightning in the rain. Early riser sings this song just once again. Early riser sings this song just once again. Soft and golden sunrise peace unfurls into the morning, which sears the stillness like a blade as all life's clocks are pulling. The muggy, lazy orange sun gazes with its eye on early riser's dreams which kiss the night goodbye. Early riser's dreams which kiss the night goodbye. Early riser in the morning greets the sun, his head is swimming, and through the whirlpools of his days wonder what the world is bringing. The stage is set, the lights are on, get ready for the show. Time for one last song before we go. Time for one last song before we go. There's early riser. That could mean something else, couldn't it? But I won't go into that. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, honestly. Didn't mean that. Right, this next song is a bit of a leap of faith. It's a rather surprising that this particular song got to number 3 in the charts in 1979 because it was by a group called Fiddler's Dram, who had a one-hit wonder with this. And you know, you think of the songs that were in the charts 1979. You got Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. You know, you got the punk rockers, you got the Smiths, all of that stuff. You've got Queen still around. And then this one shot into the charts amazingly. It's sort of a folky tune about a couple of ladies on a day trip to Bangor. And you know, a more unlikely song you couldn't think. Anyway, this is a song called Day Trip to Bangor, and it's a bit of a tricky song to play. It's in a sort of a jumpy, dancey sort of rhythm, 6/8 time, which is great fun to play. I do know the words to this one, but I sometimes forget them because of my age. So I've got the words there, but the trouble is I need to look at the fretboard as well, so it might be like watching a tennis match, this one. And I might have to slow down and even stop at points, but we'll have a go anyway. Oh, didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? Beautiful day, we had lunch on the way, and all for under £1, you know. Well, on the way back I cuddled with Jack, and we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of those favourite tunes as the wheels went round. Oh, do you recall the thrill of it all as we walked along the sea strand? Then on the sand we heard a brass band playing all the bon TR. Elsie and me had one cup of tea, and we took the paddler boats out, splashing away as we sailed round the bay, and the wheels went round. The chorus, join in. Oh, didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? Beautiful day, we had lunch on the way, and all for under £1, you know. Well, on the way back I cuddled with Jack and opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of those favourite tunes as the wheels went round. Oh, wasn't it nice eating chocolate ice as we strolled around the fun fair? Then we ate eels on the big Ferris wheel, gazing over the ground. But then I had to go quick, 'cause Elsie felt sick. I had to find somewhere to take her. I said to the lad, what made me feel bad was the wheels going round. Oh, didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? Beautiful day, we had lunch on the way, and all for under £1, you know. Well, on the way back I cuddled with Jack, we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of those favourite tunes as the wheels went round. Oh, Elsie and me, we finished our tea and we said goodbye to the seaside. So we got on the bus, Flo said to us, oh, it's such a shame to go. Wouldn't it be grand if we had cash on demand? We could live like this for always. Makes me feel ill when I think of the mill and the wheel going round. Last time, oh, didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Bangor? Beautiful day, we had lunch on the way, and all for under £1, you know. Well, on the way back I cuddled with Jack, we opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of those favourite tunes as the wheels went round. Day trip to Bangor. I used to live in South Wales, in Llanelli, for 10 years. I had a lovely time, lots of lovely good friends there, and loads of lovely musical memories. So it's nice to come back and play on the open mic here. Okay, this next one is a classic from the master Donovan Leitch. And I started playing the guitar with Bob Dylan and Donovan, and this was an early song that I learned of his. I didn't learn it to play it right until much later, But these songs sort of stick with you over the years, and they come and go, but you know, you always enjoy playing them. I'm having a bit of trouble getting this in here. I have to get it the right way around, otherwise it sounds even worse. Here we go. That's in my painted mouth truss. This is a song that got Donovan in the charts, believe it or not. In 1965, it got to number 4 in the UK charts. It even got to number 23 in the States, which is amazing for a folk song. But this was, remember, this was the era of the protest singer. So they were getting a lot of airplay at the time. And this song was on an album, a vinyl album I had called Universal Soldier, which I think you can't get it anymore. But it appears on lots of other of his albums. I've got a very scratched copy of Universal Soldiers in the wardrobe. Record collection, which is in a plastic bag. We don't play vinyl anymore. Well, we do. Vinyl's more popular than, I saw more vinyl than CDs last year, I think. So, that's great. But this song, as I say, it was the song that made him, really. And it's called Catch the Wind. Not to be played after. It's written by that fantastic songwriter, Randy Newman, who sang it in the original film. And it's a song called You've Got a Friend in Me. Okay, You've Got a Friend in Me. Not You Got a Friend as in Carole King. That's another great song. Just have a little slug of water. How are you doing, Alan? How's the dog? You've got him trained up now, have you? Hopefully when this COVID thing is over, we'll be able to have some reciprocal visits. That would be great. You can bring your guitar up and we'll do a few spots up here or down in Llanelli. Okay, this one is You've Got a Friend in Me. Talk about suffering for your art. My sciatica came back last week. I was leaning forward in this chair and I did my back in and I suffered with it all week. Anyway, it's better now, and you've got to suffer for your art, haven't you? A friend in me, you got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, just you remember what your old pal said. You got a friend in me, you got a friend in me. A friend in me, you got a friend in me. You got your troubles, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we see it through. You got a friend in me, you got a friend in me. Now some of the folks, they might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you. So as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's your destiny. You got a friend in me, you got a friend in me. Now some of the guys might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you. So as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's your destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. There we are. Great film, isn't it? It's one of the few cartoons that made me cry. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, we're doing quite well. Now this is a song that I'd like to dedicate to Mike, because it's all about him really. It's not a song, it's an instrumental piece, and it always reminds of me in his early days, because he had this image that was very much like Oliver Hardy, because he used to have a bowler hat, and he's such a nice man, Monkey, isn't he? He's got funny bones. He's like Tommy Cooper. He doesn't have to say anything, you just look at him and you laugh. Oh, he's a great singer and a great performer too, and he's also a good comedian. He's a fantastic comedian. And this is a song, actually it's about Oliver Hardy. It's an instrumental that was written by Ralph McTell. And it's called That'll Do Babe. And this is one that Alan and I used to do as an instrumental. So we have some happy memories of this one. Surprisingly, the surprising fact was that in the sort of, I think it was the late 20s, when they made a lot of their films, early 30s, I'm not quite sure, but, well, it was silent, wasn't it? When they spoke. But Oliver Hardy, he was the most popular person for being invited to Hollywood parties, because he was such a nice chap. And I don't know if it's the same for Monkey, if he gets invited to all the parties because he's a nice chap. Anyway, this is one that reminds me of him when I play it. It's a song called That'll Do Babe. One for Mike. This next one is a Blind Blake tune. And this is one that I've played over the years, and it's gradually metamorphosised into an approximation of what Blind Blake could do. Now, Blind Blake, he was probably one of the best he was one of the best fingerstyle guitarists ever, and he was certainly the best ragtime guitarist ever, because he actually played the guitar in the way of the piano. He had lots of instead of an offbeat in and step things up a bit. This is a song, we recorded about 80 tracks, Blind Blake, and the Reverend Gary Davis, who wrote Candyman, said he had a sporting right hand, whatever that meant. I haven't really got sporting right hand, but I'll do my best. This is an approximation of Blind Blake's Mr. Diddy-wah Diddy. Now there's a great big mystery, and that is what is worrying me, Mr. Diddy-wah Diddy, Mr. Diddy-wah Diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what Diddy-wah Diddy means. about 4'4". Said, come on daddy, let's give us some more. Your diddy wah diddy, your diddy wah diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy wah diddy means. Well, I got up and walked around. Somebody called out, who's in town? Mr. Diddy wah diddy, Mr. Diddy wah diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy wah diddy means. Well, I went to church with my hand on the seat. A lady, she sat on it, said, honey, sure is sweet. Mr. Diddy wah diddy, Mr. Diddy wah diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy wah diddy means. Well, I said, sister, I'll soon be gone. Just give me that thing you've been sitting on. Mr. Diddy wah diddy, Mr. Diddy wah diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy wah diddy means. The man that got thrown out of church for playing with diddy wah diddy too much. Mr. Diddy wah diddy, Mr. Diddy wah diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy wah diddy means. Now there's a great big mystery, and that is what is worrying me. Mr. Diddy wah diddy, Mr. Diddy wah diddy. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy wah diddy means. Mr. Diddy wah diddy. There we are. I think we've just about got time for one quick one. Yeah, let's I don't know if we have got time. I'll tell you what, I'll do another instrumental because we've only got a couple of minutes. So I'll do this one for you. This is one called Powder Rag, Aurora's Powder Rag. This was originally written for the piano. That's Powder Rag. Anyway, it's been great, great playing for this hour, and thank you very much for all of the comments, and thanks to Alan and Henny and Elaine and Robert and Mike and anybody else who's joined me for this hour, because it's really well appreciated. I enjoy it very much, and as Arnie said, I'll be back. Thank you, Mike. I'll hand over to you now.